Okay, before I get started, I am no way an audiophile. I'm going to review these Nakamichi Fanlock Excel Series 24 karat gold plated banana plugs. As you can see here, I purchased these myself. Nakamichi didn't send them to me, and they don't even know I'm reviewing these. I'll show you there's my Sony SSC 6000, I think they are. They're 18 years old. Apparently they're 4-way, but they're pretty good. And we're going into a Sony STR DN1020, which is about 20 years old. There's the other speaker, and there's the rear speakers, which are Polk Audio ES10, rated at 80 Hz to 40 kilohertz. And you see the size, they're tiny little things, but they're very, very loud and very, very clear with a bit of bass in them. So the reason why I'm reviewing these is because I was like, speaker cable and banana plugs, it's all snake oil. I was thinking that for the last 32 years. I was like, it makes no difference, because that's what I was being told all my life. So then I got these speakers 3 weeks ago, and I thought I was after losing the banana plugs that I had saved for when I was getting new speakers, because I had, in the back here, I had satellite speakers from a Sony HDR-T20, I think it is. It's a sound bar, and it was pure rubbish. So I had those tiny little 2.5 ohm speakers, which I didn't realize for about 4 years I was using them going into the amp. I was like, oh Jesus Christ, oh, I shouldn't be using them on that because they're not good for the amp. So then I got these for the rear speakers, and 12 gauge speaker cable, because that's 32-foot run from there going along there, has to go in there, back into it, back this way and up into the amp. It's the way my brother made it, instead of having the hole for the speaker cable there. So then I only got 4. I miscalculated. I only got enough for one speaker, and I was using these things, these banana plugs. They have 2 screws in them. Focus. There's one screw there, one screw there, and I had the speaker cable going in there, the two screws going into this 14 gauge speaker cable for all the speakers. And those two are on 12 gauge speaker cable, exactly same speaker cable. So I had the Nakamichi banana plugs in that speaker, and that speaker I had those cheap ones, which I didn't realize were messing up my sound. I'll show you the speakers, the banana plugs. There they are. They were supposed to be gold plated, but some of them are gone silver. They're silver plated gold. And the Nakamichi ones, apparently they're copper inner core plated with gold. And when I had the cheap ones on there, cheap banana plugs on that speaker, and the good ones on that one, I was sitting down there after setting it all up, and I was like, that speaker sounds louder, it has more treble, it has more mid-range, it's much clearer than that one. I was like, it's off balance. So I went to the back of that to see if I had the phasing right, and I did have the red into the red and the black into the black. So I went to the back of the amp, I checked the two speakers in that for the right phasing, and they were correct, right into right, black into black on both speakers. So I ordered 4 more Nakamichi banana plugs for that speaker, and then I connected up the banana plugs to that speaker into the amp as well, and straight away the sound was much clearer. I have the banana plugs on the back of that amp, the Nakamichi on that going into the speakers. So then I bought 12 more a few days ago, and I put the 12 gauge speaker cable into that just because I had some spare into that speaker, my center speaker, and put the Nakamichi banana plugs I got onto that and the amp. And then that was much clearer. I was like, yeah, it's time to do a review on these because they made a huge difference. And as I said, I thought it was snake oil. I thought it was just rubbish. So then I don't have the 12 gauge speaker cable on this one, so it sounds a tiny bit different to that one because I had just enough to rewire this speaker with the Nakamichi and the 12 gauge cable, but the very little difference with the speaker cable is you'd have to listen for it to hear it. But those Nakamichi banana plugs are a lot. They might be a bit more expensive than these things, but I would suggest if you're getting banana plugs to get these ones. The only reason why I bought them is because I was looking at a video and I saw somebody saying that you have Nakamichi banana plugs and they're very good, so I said I'll give them a try, and I have no regrets. My speakers sound so much better with them. So that's my view of these banana plugs. I know some will say, yeah, snake oil, bullshit. You're getting paid by Nakamichi. Nope, I'm not getting paid by anyone. This is my own thoughts. As you can see, I paid for these myself. Nakamichi don't even know I'm reviewing the banana plugs. So there you go. Anyway, at the end of the video, because I don't think many people will watch the end of this, the reason why I haven't been uploading is because almost a year ago, the 10th of April last year, I was up my attic on a ladder adjusting a rat trap, and the ladder fell from under me and I dislocated this ankle. I tore all the ligaments in that ankle, and I have nerve damage down my foot, so my little toe goes purple, and I have pain, constant pain going from there all the way up the side of my leg. I can't do it with this foot because that's as far as it'll twist, but I'll show you with this foot. I'll sit down and do this. My foot was stuck like that. It was further stuck than that. I couldn't walk without crutches for 12 weeks. I couldn't walk completely at all. I could barely get up and walk for 3 months, not 3 months, 9 weeks. And I'm living alone. And the reason why I was up in my attic was because in September in 2023, I was sitting down watching television and suddenly I heard a rat in my wall there. It was chewing on the wall. First I heard it running down, came from the attic, went down at an angle, got down to there, went across and got as far as there, started chewing on the wall for a few seconds, went along there, started chewing on there, up behind my computer, started chewing again, went back down and chewed on the wall back there. So I had a rat problem in the house. I had to do something about it. And I had one pest control come. He came twice. He said, the first time he said, there's no rats in your house. I can't. He went up into my attic. He didn't even look, he go into the attic. He stood on the ladder, looked around. He said, I can't see any evidence. So 2 days later I caught a juvenile rat in the trap. I showed him. He said, alright, that's a juvenile rat. I'll come and have another look. He went up into my attic. He said, oh yeah, I can see evidence and I can smell him. It's like the first day he came, he said he couldn't even smell him or see any evidence of him. So that was the last time he came. He put traps out in my neighbour's garden and poison in a bait station with my neighbour's garden and gave me traps in my attic. And that was that. So then I got Rent-A-Kill in. Rent-A-Kill was coming for 4 months. The technician, as they call him, stood up in his ladder showing a light around my attic, and he said for every time he came up, he never went into my attic or anything. He said, I can't see anything. So they were coming for 4 months, putting down poison in my garden and my attic. That didn't stop the rats, and they stopped coming, so I had to deal with it myself. So then I was moving a rat trap because I have cameras in the attic, and I could see the rats running around up there. So I was moving a trap and I fell, ended up in the hospital at 1 o'clock in the morning. So I've been kind of out of action for the last year, and I have to sit down again because I've only been standing about 10 minutes and my ankle is sore again. Anyway, that's why I haven't been uploading. Now, next video is a review of the Poke Audio ES10. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I know some people will be calling me out for saying those banana plugs are snake oil. That's your decision, I don't care. I know what I can hear. They sound much better, but to each their own. Have a nice evening, day or morning.